Yes, Mzansi, welcome back. Your Feel Good Breakfast Show Tuesday. Well, it's Tuesday, and we're choosing to talk about something so important right now that is affecting so many men. Now, did you know that fillers aren't just for the face? Yeah, I'm talking about fillers. We're talking about hair fillers specifically. Now, they are quickly becoming an industry standard solution for hair loss. Now, after all, our hair can define who we are, right? Now, it's our crowning glory and is often linked to our self-esteem too. But what exactly are hair fillers? Well, we've got Dr. Julie Sinclair in the building, who has a special interest in aesthetics, as well as joining her on the couch this morning is Joanne Hayward, Sales and Marketing Director at Proactive SA, to give us an expert breakdown. Ladies, thank you so much for joining us. This conversation
Thanks for having us.
Causing a stir everywhere. How are you doing?
Yeah. No, well, thank you. It's great to be in your town. Yeah.
Thank you. Now, let's get straight into it. I mean, as a medical doctor, you're someone that I'm sure has seen a lot of men possibly talking about balding. Is it becoming more prominent? Is it becoming a bigger concern now than ever? What's happening there?
Hair loss, hair thinning is becoming commonplace.
Okay.
Sorry guys, it's not just you. A lot of women,
Okay.
teenagers even these days, I'm seeing huge amounts in my practice.
Yeah.
So whether it's the patient, it's either their child, their friend, their partner, it's becoming very common. A lot of reasons, there's a list this long. So hormonal imbalances, stress hormones, all that sort of thing plays a role. Our lifestyle, genetics, especially if it's at a younger age. There's a huge number of reasons for it. And so, as you said, it's our crowning glory. And the big impact, it's not just the hair loss that's the problem, male, female, doesn't matter. It is about self-confidence. It affects them at work, it affects their social interactions. They just, as your previous guests were saying, they just lost total confidence and didn't know what to do. And so we are seeing it a lot more, and if there's something that we can do about it to help them, just restore that confidence, and it's important.
What can we do about it? Because, like, I see there's so many products online, there's so many options. Wash your hair, do this treatment, it's becoming overwhelming, to be very honest. How do I sift through all of this and find something that works? Does this work? And I mean, like, are there any sort of products that you know that can work exactly?
The right word is overwhelming. Confusing is the other one. But especially for the general public, they have no idea what to choose, what is real, what might not work. As a doctor, it is our job to look at the science, make sure that whatever we are choosing and offering in our practice works and real-life results.
Yeah, I mean, you're putting your name on it, you're endorsing it, it needs to.
It is, it's very important. And look, there are a number of treatments and that are very effective. Personally, what I've chosen in my practice is the hair filler.
Okay.
I have been doing it for a number of years now, and just the change in the patient's quality of life, or their family members, whoever it is, and seeing that new hair growth and volume, and they just feel confident in that. It is so important for them to see that, and it's actually quite rewarding to see that change.
It's a beautiful thing to experience,
because over time, and you've got to be patient with hair. Hair doesn't just grow overnight. So even with transplants and things, it takes time. But as the days and the weeks and the months go on, you can just see that change in their whole being, and it's really nice to see. And when they come in,
paradigm shift.
Exactly, it's really rewarding to see.
Emancipation. So, Joe, obviously you've got something here which is quite exciting to speak about, right? This is the hair filler we're actually discussing now.
Yes, absolutely.
Talk to me about this. What exactly is this?
Okay, so this is the hair filler, and as you mentioned, a lot of the audience might be familiar with the facial fillers.
Okay,
so this is a true filler in every sense, but it's not injected into the face, it's injected into the scalp, and in fact right into the dermal layer, and that is where the blood supply is kept, and that is where obviously the root of the hair follicle is. And when you're injecting into this area, you're stimulating blood flow, you're increasing and stimulating the growth of the actual hair follicle itself. Right. But not just that, you're actually giving the whole scalp a whole revitalization at that specific area. So all those patients who are not just a predisposition to genetic balding, you're starting to see the receding hairline, that little crown that starts to stop at the top of your head. All of that can be slowed down. Patients who have had chemotherapy or post-radiation do benefit from this as well. Julie said patients from a younger age are starting to lose hair, whether they've had illness. We're seeing a lot of patients now that are coming post-COVID as well with hair loss.
Especially after that stress that they had to deal with.
Physical stress,
stress of being at home, but just stress on its own from a high inflammatory disease as well. So the
And
patients...
post-transplants is very important. It
Yeah,
works extremely
transplants
well.
as well. Allows to extend the longevity once you've had a transplant as well.
It works
So if you
extremely
do opt for that route, it does help to have these sessions in between just to extend those great results which you are getting there.
Absolutely.
So,
Love it.
Yeah,
All right.
so the treatment base for the patient is 4 of these sessions, 2 weeks apart. And then there is a maintenance under the doctor's discretion of 1 session every 2 to 3 months. But the patients really, we're getting fantastic results with it here in South
Absolutely love
Africa.
it. Now, the product is, I'm aware it's called Proactive, right?
The product itself is called hair filler.
Okay.
We are Proactive SA.
All right.
And if any of the patients are interested in finding a doctor, they can go to our website at proactivesa.co.za, or they can just email me if they're struggling to find a doctor in the area. But if there are any medical professionals that would like to do this procedure or offer this to their patients, they can also email me and we'll get them trained up.
Beautiful stuff.
Yeah.
Well, more solutions coming through. Thank you. I think all men are like, yes, and women as well, as you mentioned.
Women,
so,
don't forget.
ladies, yeah.
You know, especially postmenopausal women that are getting that thinning out of the hairline. Absolutely, they do benefit a lot from it.
Thank you so much again, ladies. You're providing a
Thank
breath of
you.
fresh air and hair into the studio. And of course, for you, Mzansi, you have another solution to solve this problem. If you're struggling with it, we got you.
If your hair's thinning, has damage from hair treatments, or you have genetic balding, ask your doctor for the hair filler from Proactive SA.